teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yards to be found.
On second down, here's Simeon. A deep ball to Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up the third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back, essentially being the receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. From the end zone, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And that one was missing 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the run game. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Todd Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know the offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed. Every play to try to account for things. What people often forget, defenses often go as well. And lots of this in empty backfield, they all go right into a blitzing situation.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I think they're going to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second is Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited it.
He's one of those players that provides a boost spark when he gets going, and when he does.
That's a fumble. And they have the fumble. We'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to take possession.
Now again, this is a field, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and first down, that fits the bill.
The second down run for a good one. And maybe a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the back pedal to keep the lead.
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And now move a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
Across the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd down, here's Stanford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast of the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it stretches the lead to 27. Martin the punter now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, here's Sylvia. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
As you pointed out, so far he's gotten hits. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to get it.
And he uses the football a 2nd time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is someone's looking right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for a squad.
Again, Anderson showed a nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game plan. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation,
they're all the way home for a Bronco score. Demarius Thomas, 47 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Hook the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in after 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run, and vice versa. I would continue that, and then they finally draw a beat on you. Maybe mix it up a little bit of a play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Brent, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go limp to that.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, but he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, they had to fly. Just sending a guy downfield with the in-route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Simmons on 1st down. The belly finds Henderson complete. And he'll get it down to 47 here. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, let's face it. They need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
See, they're going to have a 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And he's brought down. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waiting for him to clear going across.
Now 1st down throw, Simeon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Going underneath for Charles. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos' 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of ball making your way.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the Lions are able to cover this well. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. 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 2nd and to take over. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that the team's expecting an onside kick. 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Breaks the tackle, he's going to move it up. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Forward here for a good little gain. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They're going to do it again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford now throw. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They went a long one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
He's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to claim that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked up.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. Fighting through. He's got space. And he's taken down before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there at 22. Out again, Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again to Simeon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And the spike comes here. That stops the clock at 25 seconds. To the air again, Simeon. Throw for his running back, and he's got it complete. And another inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3. And they're leading here to a 3rd down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's down at the 6. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the other expression about Slim and none? Well, Slim just left town and none. Yeah, that's exactly right.
This is the duel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a three. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.